What is going on, everyone? This is Blue Ridge Wargaming with a battle report of Warcry. This is actually going to be my first battle with Warcry. I learned how to play this match, so it'll be a little bit of a playthrough how to play type match. I will also put up a shorter version so that it cuts out all of the explanation and makes it more of a continuous and seamless sort of battle report. But for the most part, this is going to be Skaven versus the Untamed beasts. So I do hope that you enjoy it. It was a lot of fun. I do think I'm going to be playing a lot more Warcry, especially since the new Skaven release. I have everything that I need already, so it's kind of a no-brainer for a old Skaven player like myself. Especially with having a 3D printer and being able to print the adapters for the bases, it makes it really, really easy for me to basically just convert my old Warhammer Fantasy Skaven models into Age of Sigmar, or in this case, Warcry. So I hope you enjoy, and catch you on the battlefield.
The messenger, players roll off and the winner chooses who is the attacker and who is the defender. The defender picks a fighter in their warband to be the messenger and notes this down. The attacker then picks 2 battlefield edges to be escape routes. If the messenger is within an inch of the battlefield edge that is an escape route at the end of a battle round, the defender wins. If the messenger is taken down, the attacker wins. So you can roll off and decide who gets to be the attacker and the defender. There you have some dice here. So, do you want to be the defender and pick a messenger to try and get away, or the attacker picks the battlefield edges he has to escape from?
Man. I'm gonna try to kill the messenger.
Alright, so you'll be the attacker. So I need to secretly note down who my defender is going to
be. Hat over my eyes real quick.
So you can't stop me, I'm going to get away before they can stop me. Alright, who wants to be my messenger? I know the guy with the broken leg. Maybe not.
Don't tell me.
He's not a good messenger. He's got a broken leg. It's a terrible idea. Alright. And which are the 2 battlefield edges that you would like to, oh, you know what? I apologize for doing this slightly out of order.
Sorry.
This needs to happen first, and it's going to matter a lot for when you pick your battlefield edges. This tells us our deployment.
Okay.
So we need to roll off and decide who gets to be red or blue. I'm doing this out of order because I'm good at this game.
There you go.
So you can pick to be red or blue. If you're red, your shield starts on the board in that position, and that little symbol, this is the top of the board that the arrow is pointing at.
Okay.
If you're blue, your dagger starts on the board in that position, your shield starts over here, and your hammer comes on round 3. If you're red, you start with your shield, your dagger comes on round 2, and your hammer comes on round 3. In those, those positions. So, since you get to choose the board edges from which I'm trying to escape, it's going to influence which one you want to be. Also, for what it's worth, I didn't really cheat. We actually reveal all these at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
So, it's okay.
Okay, well, I'm going to choose the blue side.
Alright. So, alright, and we've got our victory condition, and then the last thing is our twist. No holding back. Add 2 to the value of abilities used by fighters in the first battle round. So, the extra Skaven card, here's a universal card.
Okay.
you can use. I got my 2 cards here for my guys. So yeah, any ability you have that says like
double or triple or
not double or triple, but yeah, like if you look at Respite
okay.
on there, it says that you remove a number of damage points equal to the value of this ability.
Yes.
So that means you'd be equal to the value of that plus 2 for this game. That's the twist. And
okay.
Yeah.
So since it is or why would it be a 2 then?
It's plus 2. So here's what that means. That's a triple. So let's say to use it, I threw my dice on it.
You're good. You're good.
And then they're all getting away. Let's say
I picked up one. There's a
there's one. There he is. So let's say the triple I used was triple ones.
Okay.
So normally that would just heal 1 damage, but for this battle it's going to heal 3 because it's 1 plus 2. So the value of this ability
because of this. That's
Yes.
the okay. And then the value
is whatever number the triple is
of the okay. Yeah. I was thinking that's what it was, but I definitely needed clarification.
Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, I mean it's your first game. So all right, so let's see. I think we're about ready to deploy.
Okay.
So let's go and roll off and see who deploys first, red or blue. Oh, I got a 6.
4.
So I'll go and deploy first. You did say blue, right?
Correct.
All right. So when you deploy within 3 inches of that point.
Okay.
So basically, I can go 6 inches in, so like right on that corner there, anywhere within 3 inches of there for my shield.
I mean, I'm not. You see what I'm playing. Yeah,
I know. I'll put my leader out front. And my
Fancy.
there we go. Crazy cat lady can go up there. And then you're going to deploy your dagger and then your shield because I have nothing else to deploy. So your dagger, you measure 6 inches in from here and 6 inches, or 3 inches rather, from that point.
I mean, I'm like.
So I'm pretty sure it's about there. Yeah. I've tried to segment and like kind of guess based off of my own body geometry. Just
That's the real old school way of.
yeah. Because like in Mordheim you can't pre-measure. You can't pre-measure in Mordheim.
Oh, that is an old school.
Oh yeah.
area.
Oh yeah. No, it's hardcore.
And then the other thing that you set up is your shield.
Sorry.
Which is 8. You're going to measure 8 inches in here, and then within 3 inches of that point. So bam, and then 3 inches. So let's say right. Yeah. And look at it. It might be easier if we just switch sides too, since all your stuff's over here.
That is funny. Funny. I can reach over.
Well, with that, we're ready to go. So, first turn, the very first thing you do in each turn is you roll all 6 of your dice,
And then
and collect together. Yeah. I swear that this is not a 2. This die is just defective. Here, in fact, you know what? I'm going to use black dice. So, got a 5. Got a 5. Got a 2. Got a 3. Okay. Alright. So click together any of the matching symbols. Like I have a double 5 and a double 3.
Okay.
And 2 singles. Okay. And then we each get one of these red wild dice.
Alrighty.
The person with the most singles gets to decide what to do with it. Now, you can do a few things with it. You can save it for later. You can add it to a single to make a double. You can add it to a double to make a triple, or if you had a quadruple, you could add it to the triple. You can make it a quad.
So there's no more than quad. Quad's the
quad's the
okay.
limit.
Okay.
So,
So if you get 6 the same, then you're kind of just
you can use it as a quad or a triple or a double, but it'll use them all up.
Yeah. Okay.
So I have 2 singles, so I'm gonna. What do I want to do with you?
Yes, I only have 1 single. So
No, it's gonna be showing up this turn. So I think what I'm gonna do is make this one a double.
okay.
So I now have 1 single, and now you can decide what to do with yours. And we get one of those at the beginning of each turn.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead.
I know you guys won't have them.
I have one. Yeah, not long.
I'm gonna go ahead and make this a triple.
Alright. Alright, so since we both have the same number of singles, to determine who goes first, we roll off. Normally it would be whoever has the most singles would decide. That's a 2.
3.
Okay, so so you get to choose. You get to choose to go first, or if you would like, you can have me go first.
Okay.
Whatever you prefer.
I think I'm gonna try to lock you up. So third turn is when
So
they come on for blue.
for blue, yeah, round 3 they're gonna show up here.
All right.
I'm gonna have some. These guys are gonna show up over here for round 2 for me.
Okay. Good.
So in Warcry, there's basically 4 actions that you can take. You can move, which is the arrow in the circle there, and you can disengage if you're within an inch of an enemy and you need to get away. You can attack if you're within range. You don't have to be engaged to attack, so your spear can be 2 inches away, and you can still attack even though you're not engaged.
Okay.
And hold on 1 second. We do alternate models. Yeah. Yes,
Okay.
yep, we alternate.
Okay. So it's not my turn and then combat back and forth.
No, we go back and forth with models. So like if you pick this guy, he gets to do 2 things, and those 2 things can either be move, attack, retreat, or wait.
But only choose each of those actions once.
No, you can do them. You can do them
awesome.
twice.
So you
Yep.
can move
Yep,
twice,
you can move
you can
twice.
attack
You can attack twice. Yep. Mhm.
That's cool.
Yeah, the only thing you can't do twice is wait, because if you wait once,
it just goes through.
yeah,
the turn.
you're done for now.
Oh, totally fine.
Yeah, so he can move up and attack now if he likes. Also, these abilities here, before your first action, in between the 2 of them, or after the second action, you can do one of those abilities. But each fighter can only use 1 ability on their activation.
Okay. That makes science. And I don't believe he has a. Okay, good.
Alright, so did he move? He moved up once?
Correct. So that was
So he can still attack.
1 total action, and then he's going to do 3 attacks with a strength of 3.
Yep.
What is his
So,
toughness?
so the way attacking works, you've got the number of attacks. The strength is 3, and you compare to the toughness 4, which is the shield.
So is that starting for the base, and then since you're 1 higher than me, it means that I can only hit you on 5s? Or?
Yes. So the way it works is if strength and toughness are equal, you need 4 ups to hit. If the toughness is higher, you need 5 ups. If the strength is higher, you need 3 ups.
Okay.
And it never gets down to 2.
Really? Okay.
yep.
And then it never gets to 6, or it does get to 6?
Well, if 5, you can do. It's never going to be 6 base. So
Okay.
as in, you can always wound on a 6 because everything will be. You know,
And it would be crit.
yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So 3 attacks on strength 3, you're going to need 5s or 6s. And ow.
There we go.
All right. And the second damage number is your
3.
crit. So 3, so that's going to be 6 damage
Okay.
on my leader. We'll put those wounds on him. All right. And with that, your guy has finished his 2 actions. So put a little finished symbol by him.
Fire in them.
And then I will choose a fighter to go. And I think I'm at Beast Speaker, the lady up here with the whip. Because her whip is 4-inch range. And so she's going to whip your clan rat down there. But I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to spend a double on... Oh, wait, no, that's not going to work. Because never mind, I'm not doing it. I'm just going to whip your clan rat. So her whip, 4 attacks. And it's strength 4. What's his toughness?
It is actually 4. It's the sun in the circle.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's a shield, I guess.
Okay.
But so it's strength 4, toughness 4. I'm going to need 4 ups to wound him.
Toughness 4 clan rats. That's so ridiculous.
Does he have a shield? That's usually what buffs toughness.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. All clan rats technically have
Yeah.
shields.
The other thing that buffs toughness is like terrain, intervening terrain, or fighting around terrain. So like if you were fighting and hitting me through these bars and whatnot, I would have +1 toughness.
Awesome.
To represent the cover.
So not a -1 to hit, a +1 to
Yep,
toughness.
+1 to toughness.
That's cool.
Yep.
That's cool.
And so I had 1 4-up. That's going to be 1 damage on your clan rat.
Okay.
And
They have 8 apiece.
the second attack,
Okay.
just going to whip him again. Hopefully do better this time. Oh, that is better. Okay, so that's going to be 1, 2, and crit is 3, 4. So 4 damage total on a crit.
You just carved out the left side of his face.
There we go. And with that, she is finished. She has done everything.
I put him on the...
That's usually what I do, just kind of,
Clear the board.
keep it as simple as possible.
Okay, okay. Alrighty, so he has 3 health left.
Oh, no, you're just going to have to hit him with that big bone.
Oh yeah. And now it is my turn
Yes,
to...
now you can pick a different model. So you can see you have when you have so many models, like your guys are individually weak, but you're going to end up with a lot more activations.
Correct.
So you can technically do a lot more.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about that, because if you run out of models to use as an action based off initiative and everything like that, that would just mean that all of my extra would just...
Then you would just get to go with all of
reign.
them. Yep. Which is one of the reasons why waiting is so useful. Yeah. So.
Okay. No, that's intense.
That guy has a little rat on his bell. It's got a little buddy.
He's got a little buddy.
That is going to be unpleasant when you hit someone with that.
Yeah. So he's going to move here, and that is within 1 inch. So hopefully he will be able to do something. Yes. Alrighty. So, 3 attacks. Toughness 4.
Yep.
And then strength 3. So I'm going to do 5 and 6.
3 damage?
Correct. And that is his activation.
Yes. Alright. And he gets a little marker. Alright, so I think I'm going to go with my lion next. I want to measure something real quick. Can I get to your little rat guys? Just running around this wall. I surely can. So
would your lion be able to jump up over the wall?
He can. Yeah, you can climb up over walls. All this stuff is about 3 inches tall, except for some of this other stuff.
It was weird in Mordheim. They had a restriction that if you were a beast, you couldn't climb. It's like there's some beasts that can definitely climb.
Like cats.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have rules in here for what happens if you fall off
Really?
things.
That's awesome.
Which is my favorite thing. Basically, the only stuff here that it would really trigger off of, it's got to be 3 inches or more.
Okay.
It's the upper level of this stuff. But yeah, you can fall off if you get hit with a critical, and then you roll a 1, and then you fall, and you can take damage, and you can fall on people, and end up in combat, damage them when you fall on.
That is awesome.
Yeah, it is marvelous, but it happens so rarely. I just want my guys to all fall down.
There was one time in Mordheim, because I played a Skaven, like I love Skaven, I've been here since I was 12 years old. And it was this one where, like, we had been going in this campaign for a little while, and I was going against, I think it was humans. I forget the name of the faction, but they had slings, because it was like one of the cheapest things that you can get. So my leader, that was really devastating. He had a name. He was killing everybody, and it was actually a pretty fearsome rat. And somebody's slings critical hit him, took his eyeball out. He fell off of a building and then died from just a rock. Like, it was great.
That's the wonderful. I love that kind of stuff. That you can do with this scale of game, and that's the original rulebook for this didn't have all that stuff, like getting injured and what it did to you, and I love that it has that. It's so much more interesting.
Oh yeah. Even though it's like, may or may not be a hardcore aspect if you choose for it to be, but that's so flavorful. I love it. That's awesome.
So I think what I'm going to do is have my lion. He's got a move of 8. He's super fast. He's going to sneak around the corner, and he's going to attack you. Well, he's going to attack your clan rat, and I'm going to use a double to have onslaught, which adds 1 to his attack characteristic, so he's going to have 5 attacks now. So, 5 attacks at strength 4. Eat him. Or kind of eat him. Each of these is 2 damage. So 6 damage to the clan rat.
He turns into mist.
He gets eaten by the lion. The lion is done. Oh, cool. And he stole his activation token.
Mine.
All right.
And there's no form of of battle shock or anything like that?
No.
Okay, and there's no form of if you are like less than a percentage of your warband that you flee?
Depends on the victory condition.
Makes sense.
There are
Makes
some
sense.
where like if you can take out half of it, then they flee and you
Okay,
flee.
okay.
So
Perfect.
yeah,
Perfect.
a lot of the gameplay is determined by these cards, which I greatly like.
There we go.
Awesome. So alright, your turn. Who will go?
Let's keep it going.
There's so many of them.
Yeah.
First of all, this backpack, I've been using since 6th grade.
Oh my god, some kind of joke about cat and mouse.
Yeah. A game of cat and mouse. That's funny.
My cat is very angry because
Very
it might have been you guys that did that to his eye.
Maybe.
Actually, it was somebody else. I don't think they're nice people.
you definitely took some anger out on that
This
last guy.
lion is not here by choice. I think he's just been abused horrendously. So,
Okay, so 3 on 3. What is the lion's toughness?
his toughness is 4.
So 5s and 6s. None.
Alright,
With.
he's finished up. Now, at least my leader, who's kind of beat up, is not pleased about this. My leader is going to use Onslaught. Well, actually, are you? Hold on, I lied. He's not using Onslaught. But he is going to attack your one little cripes. How do I want to do this? Okay, I know what I want to do. Step 1. So if you're within an inch of somebody, you're engaged, and you can still move. You just can't move outside of an inch. So like you can circle their base if you like to try to get into other people.
Okay.
If you want to disengage at this point, if I wanted to disengage, I'd have to end up more than an inch away from all enemies. But while I'm engaged, I can still move as long as I stay engaged. So I'm going to move. And he's going to move up here. Grab the lion. Right there, lion. And then with his second action, he's going to attack. He has 4 attacks, and he is strength 4 into this little guy.
Toughness 4.
Get him. That's going to be 5 damage from the crit, and 2 more damage.
Ooh. Oh my goodness.
Got
So he
1
has
more wound left. Oh man, I was hoping that I could take him out.
Oh, that was
but no
close.
luck.
That
If
was
I
definitely
have an ability, if I'd taken him out, I could have turned around and attacked the guy behind him.
Ooh, that would have been dirty.
Yeah, but no luck. Alright, and that is the end of my guys. So you can go with the rest of your guys.
Go with the flow.
Also, okay, yeah, there's no turn limit on this one. Most of the time, the games have a turn limit of 3 or 4.
Okay.
So yeah, they're very quick.
Ooh. So these guys coming in on turn 3.
So yeah, it is possible that your guys could come in on the very last turn. Yeah. Like, hey, where's everyone?
Just like Nightrunners. Go right ahead. You're learning bad tactics from your gutter runner superiors. Okay, so 3 attacks. Toughness 4. Strength 3. So 5s and 6s. 1.
Oh man, he's
And
getting
that
critted
is
to death.
3.
He's got a total of 20 wounds, so he's got 8 left.
Okay. So I imagine that guy is definitely thin, but I just want
How fast are your guys? Oh god, they're so fast.
6. Yes.
Oh my god, they're fast. I thought my guys were fast moving 5.
Yeah. Skaven are notorious for
That
their.
is, that's useful because there's some warbands like Iron Jaws and the Undead that have move of 3.
Okay.
So you can imagine if this were Iron Jaws and they got to get a guy off the board moving 3 inches, your Skaven could just dogpile on him.
Yeah.
He's not getting away.
Yeah.
Unless he can kill everybody.
That's the hope. Oh man. Okay. Oh yeah, and then
Yep. Swinging away.
1. Then since and which side is your? So round 2, they're coming.
Yep. Those guys are showing up over there.
And obviously, I picked this side for you needing to leave from.
Oh, that's true. We never actually heard that. Yeah, so 2 of them actually. So there need to be 2 battlefield edges. Yeah. So this one and one other one, and that one. Okay, cool.
Far away.
soul. Use some help real quick.
So he double moved, so he can't attack. And then these guys are
I think they're all. It's a good card.
either 6 or double move or whatever.
Are any of them like close by? I'm not spending $40 more to place a.
I just really like, all right, here we go.
All right, and that's it for round one.
Yep, yep.
So it's just like I'm more familiar with it.
Switch back, guys. And for round two, we roll our 6 dice again. That is. God, I thought I just rolled Yahtzee. Okay.
Yahtzee.
A double 3 and 4 singles.
I also have 4 singles and a double.
All right, so there you go, and we can roll off and see who gets to use that die first. 6. Okay, I'm gonna use that to make. I'm gonna make this 5 into a double. There we go.
Okay. I am going to go ahead and make this 6. Or wait. Because lead from the back is 3. Oh, dang. Well, I guess I could make it a triple one then.
All right.
Okay.
So now we're gonna have to roll off to see who goes first, since we have the same number of singles. A 3. 2. Okay. So, second phase of every turn, which we technically skipped the first turn because it didn't happen, is the reinforcements phase when these guys come in. Since I have priority, I will deploy my guys first, and you don't actually have anybody coming on this round anyway. So they're showing up right on the center line within 3 inches. Put him right there. Put these little guys right around like that. There we go. Cool. Alright, so, as far as doors go, because even though it's very hard to see, there is a door right there.
Okay, no, I see that.
Doors, you can go through doors, and didn't move this. Yeah, you can go through doors unless you're a beast.
Okay.
And unfortunately, you can't open the door for the beast and let the beast in or out, as the case may be. So, but yeah.
Nominated door.
You hold that door open. Alright, so I'm gonna go first with. I feel like my leader is getting overwhelmed here. I'm gonna go first with my leader, and he's going to attack the wounded one that he almost got last time.
Okay. Pretty sure he's gonna
confident
die.
that he can get it. Alright, so I need 4. Can I get a 4? I got 1 4 for 2 damage. I think it was that guy.
Yeah.
And then, before I do my second action, I'm going to spend a double on all-out attack. I can use it if an enemy fighter has been taken down by an attack action made by this fighter this activation. I can make a bonus attack action against the guy with the bell. I'm going to kill his little pet rat. No! Alright. And then, roll bonus attack action against that guy. Come on. Wait, that's too many dice. Stop cheating. So that's going to be 7 against that guy. 2. Oh, wait, no. I'm sorry. I lied. That's 9. 5 damage for the crit and 2 each for these.
So if he dies, can you use your ability again?
No, you can only use an ability once per round. But I do now have a second action to make, which is going to be against the other guy. Let's see if I can get him.
Oh my goodness.
That would be 9 on him as well.
Oh.
Crit and 2 regulars.
Yeet. That's tough.
You've made him angry.
Seems like it.
And that is the end of his activation. Yeah, and usually there's some ability you can use that lets you get an extra bonus move or bonus attack. Anything that gives you a bonus activation basically is real good.
Okay. So sorry. I'm gonna scooch him over so that he's at least as close as possible to you. And he's going to attack your leader with 3, 5, 6s.
Kill my leader.
1, 2.
Right, the leader.
Alrighty. Oh, and then because he moved. Yeah.
All right. Then I'm going to. I'm going to use a double. I'm going to activate her next.
Okay.
And I'm going to use a double for Savage Fury to add 1 to the move characteristic of her next move and add 1 to the attack characteristic of her next attack. So she's going to have a move of 6 now. Go down 3, and she doesn't really need to go down that way. She's going to go down this way. And then she's going to attack this one rat who has not yet attacked. She's gotten an extra attack from this, so she's going to have 5 whip attacks. That's strength 4. That crits 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 damage.
Oh my goodness. Alrighty. Woof.
And she's done.
Yes.
Alright.
I can never play that deck.
I am going to go ahead and. Should I do 2 attacks?
Within 3 inches of
You
can make a bonus roll.
Yep.
It's marvelous. That actually is very good because you do not have to use an action to get away. So, although it doesn't help you attack.
No, not at all. I'm wondering if I should do double attack on your lion or or if I should move and hit your guy.
The lion he's basically as tough as the leader.
Yeah.
So
and I gotta take out the leader, so I'm just gonna have to scooch on and
leader.
hope for the best. He has 7 left?
What's he got? 6 left. Could do it, but no.
There we go. Alright.
Oh, they're doing great. You guys are great. You get to share that. Share that. You don't each get your own.
That's funny.
Alright, so I'm going to go now with my little white-haired cave girl. She's going to double move. She's got a move
she
of
runs
5.
off the board and wins.
And she's going to double move.
We choose this table edge for you to leave?
Over here in this corner. And that's where she's going to pause. Right there. Looking intimidating with her bow. She's a knife made of a bow. This is a terrible idea, guys. Why are you making edged weapons out of bones?
And you just it's like 24 damage.
This is tough. Because, I don't know who your messenger is.
It's true. It's possible my messenger could be one of these guys.
Yeah.
Although it is, again, probably not the guy with the broken leg.
Yeah. Oh, man.
I also played Neck Mage for a little while. Neck Mage was fantastic. I fucking hated it. What was it? What was that? Piloted Shutter.
Okay.
Piloted
So,
oh my god. Okay, I'm sorry. I hate how much inherent orange is. I'm still playing Piloted Shutter.
enough. That's good. Alright.
My favorite play ever was getting my Piloted Shutter killed and then spawning a new one off. Oh yeah.
There he goes.
It's gotta happen. I think you're baiting me, but whatever. Alright, so 4 at strength 4.
She's toughness 3.
Toughness 3. Okay, so 3s?
Yes.
Okay, alright, so 4 on 3s. Any 6s are 4 damage, anything regular is 2.
Wipe their whole board.
Alright.
So that
6
is
damage?
6, yes.
Alright.
And if
I'm playing handlock, those that lose to freeze me for a reason.
And so, do you get the symbols there, what they mean?
correct.
Yeah, so he can only use the leader one. That's interesting. You don't have a generic one for anybody. Most of the other ones have like the first abilities for anybody.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think that is probably it because he can't do another action, correct? Like that's
No, yeah, he moved and then he did his
so he
attack.
wouldn't be able to do any of these abilities.
He could do an ability now before you, because you can do an ability before, between, or after your attacks, your actions rather. So if there's a double, you want to. Oh, that's right. You have a triple.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do until the end of the battle round. Add half the value of this ability rounding up to the attack's characteristic of attack actions that have a range characteristic of 3 or less made by other friendly fighters when they are within 3 inches of this fighter. So obviously they've already gone. Probably isn't going to come into effect, but whatever it is. Alright, there we go.
That's okay. I didn't use half. I didn't use like 2/3 of my abilities in the first round.
Yeah, but it was 1, so half rounding up.
Well, actually, it'd be 3. It would be 1 plus the 2 from that. So,
That's pretty good. Okay.
All right.
Too bad it doesn't work on just 1.
So, I'm going to go with this little black-haired guy who's going to do a double move through the door and run over here to the big Sigmar statue. There we go. And he'll be done. There's another door right there.
Better because like some of his characters are in the Dark Tournament.
Confident that my guys are fine.
And he is within 3, so
Technology is being outclassed by rats, but that's okay. You guys will be fine.
To the attack's characteristic. So he gets 3 extra attacks.
Yep.
Okay. So it's going to be 6 attacks. Hitting. So it's strength 3 against toughness.
Oh no!
So 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh man, you were a lucky little caveman. These guys are my weak guys. They only have 8 wounds.
If I'd have got 1 more crit.
Alright, and then
his action is
this little guy is also going to double move over to here. Sprinting right past. Alright.
Yeah, he's just kind of hanging out, I guess. He's gonna wait. He's gonna wait.
Alright. In that case, how far away is he? Oh, he's within 8 inches. If I would be on the board and not cheat. There we go. So he's gonna actually throw his harpoon at that guy. He's gonna throw his harpoon twice. It's 2 attacks. Strength 4.
Okay,
There we
toughness
go.
4, so 4 up.
4 up. That is 2 damage each.
Ooh, okay,
And
so
then
he's
he's gonna
done.
throw it again.
Alright, so he's got 4 left.
Never mind.
Alright, so he's got 4 left. My goodness.
And that guy's done.
That Skaven is hurt.
He's got a couple harpoons sticking out of his chest.
It reminds me of Ace Ventura when he gets like...
There's just a knife stuck in his legs. So, since he waited, he has 1 action he can make. He can still use an ability if you want, but actually I don't think he'll for that.
I'm gonna move right now. Alright.
Alright, and that's going to be the end of that round.
He's just good, and he's just good for you. Like,
There we go. Alright.
just like,
Look menacing. There we go. Alright, so round 3. Here we go. It's going to be a double and 4 singles because you guys don't like doing things today. Okay, you got a triple.
A double, and 1.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go and turn. I'll turn this into a double. Okay. And what will you do with yours?
How many people do we have? Okay, I might just hit it out.
Alrighty, I'm gonna make this a triple.
Alright, so.
Right, now we roll up to see who goes first.
No, because I have the 3 singles.
Ah, yes, sorry.
So I'll decide who goes first. But before that happens, before we make our actions, we've got to bring on our reinforcements. So your hammer is going to show up within 3 of the corner, and my hammer is going to show up within 3 of this edge. So.
Oh, your messenger isn't in the hammer.
I know. And a win. That has been known to happen with these games.
Oh,
but,
I imagine.
Once you know the rules, they're so quick to play, you're just like, cool, just re-rack, it's fine. But yeah, so the dude with the black fur is the guy with broken legs, so he's only a movement of 3 instead of 4.
Okay.
Poor guy. What's your name again? Oh yeah, Yukila.
Yes, I just like get up.
That's why you broke your leg. Alright, so I think I'm gonna go first. How many wounds does your leader have?
20.
Oh boy. He's a tough rat.
What made me not want to play Christmas tree 8 times in a row? So I was going up.
Okay. Okay, well, this is a tough decision. I'm not sure who to go with. So, alright, and one of these was injured?
Correct. One of them has 3 wounds left, and I believe it was his.
Okay.
Because of his.
Alright, I'm gonna go with her, and she's gonna whip this guy.
Or I guess she was the one who did the damage to him.
Yeah, she's gonna whip that guy with her whippy whip. 4 attacks. Can we get him? 2 damage.
Okay.
So we almost got him. And second attack, she'll whip him again.
Dunzo.
That is, yeah, that's gonna do it. And before she ends her activation, she's gonna use a double for Beastmaster to pick a beast within 4, and he gets to make a bonus attack. He's gonna bite the one right there. Eat him. Eat the rat. That's, well, it didn't quite eat him, but yeah, he did 6 damage.
6.
Yep.
Oy vey.
And then she is done. There we go.
Oh boy.
Almost got it.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and activate my leader. He's going to spend this 3. So it's 5, so it would be 3 plus 2, so it would be 5 for the adding 2 attacks.
Alright.
But I don't believe it affects him personally.
What does it say? At the end of the battle round, attack characteristics of actions that have a range of 3 or less made by other other friendly models.
So he gets 4 attacks, strength 4, toughness 3.
Yep.
Okay. So 4 on 3 up. 1 miss, alright. And they are each 2 apiece.
Alright, 2 apiece.
So it was 6.
So 6, and she died, and you won.
Oh, that was it?
That was the messenger.
Alrighty. Okay.
I was kind of. So I was hoping to like draw your attention away from her, because I knew the moment she ran, you would know, and she would run away, and you would chase after her or get her with them. And if I had had a triple, I still could have saved her, because he's got an ability to harpoon somebody and drag them away.
That's awesome.
So I could have potentially gotten him close enough to drag you into him, so you'd have to fight him or disengage.
Okay.
No luck. Oh well.
Good lord.
So it goes.
You killed so many rats. Was that the only one I killed? The only one I killed was the messenger.
I know. was like some kind of weird reverse psychology where I was kind of baiting you, but not because I wasn't. That was the bait.
That's funny.
Yep.
That is really funny. I was like, I don't know if I'm supposed to do this or not, but I'm just gonna go ahead.
Yeah, like,
Wow.
and look at your other ads.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
if anybody else had gotten her, I feel like she might have been able to fend him off.
Oh, yeah.
Your leader he's very nearly as good as my leader. He does a little less damage on a crit.
Yeah, storm.
But other than that-
storm vermin. Are,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I'm not sure how much you know about the Skaven lore, but storm vermin is
a little faster.
the best we have, without them being ogres.
Just say, I thought the Storm Friends were.
Oh yeah,
those were the best ones.
they're pretty ridiculous for sure.
But yeah, so there's Warcry for you.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, and after the game is over, there's like a whole aftermath phase determining like how much glory you get and your step along the quest, and if you get any artifacts and things like that.
Would you like to, or do you want to?
Yeah, if you don't mind, I'm keeping track of mine on their Baron Scribe.
Cool. I'm not on there yet. Like Skaven aren't on the app yet,
Yeah,
so I'm just gonna do it manually.
I think I want to go on their website and be like, hey, you guys gotta update this.
You guys gotta like
'Cause,
update
like,
your actual app before you
This
release
is
things. I know
this
you're
is
money
this is
hungry.
cool and all, so it'd be nice if everybody could use it.
Hey, Games Workshop.
Oh, that was nope. There we go. Hey, that was an artifact of power quest. All right, so if you participated at all, you get a billion glory. You get 3 glory. 2, 3. If you won, you get another 2.
Okay.
If the leader was taken down, you get another 1. If at least a third of the fighters were taken down, you get another 1.
You definitely got that one.
If 2/3 of the fighters were taken down, you get another 1.
I would say
2/3 would be. Did I get?
is that 5? So
2/3 would be 8.
okay.
Yeah,
okay.
so I didn't get that many. And then if you took down all of them, you'd get another glory.
Okay.
Following that, we then spend our glory, and you can use it for a bunch of different things. Like I have 9 glory right now. If I had 10, I could dominate a territory. It would cost 10 glory. You can spend glory to get more reinforcements in the next game, an extra 50 or 100 points. You can. I could have brought one of my chaos chickens. Oh well. And, let's do it again. And you can also spend them to get extra rolls on for artifacts.
Okay.
But I'm not going to spend any glory on anything right now, so I'm going to go to injuries. Poor Suga 2. She died in the first round. Got to roll D66 and see what happens to you. Are you okay? Oh, that was a 5. 52. She makes a full recovery. Yay! Cool, she's alive. Alright.
No broken legs.
No broken legs. Oh, speaking of which, though, his broken leg was temporary. So I got to roll now to see if he healed from not fighting. On a 4-up, he gets better. Nope, still broken.
He told you to stay off it. Keep it elevated.
I can do it. I can do it, coach. Come on. And then we roll to see if if anybody gets any destiny. So anyone that lived through the actually that's true. You should roll your injuries for your guys. So
it's 2 dice for each.
D66. Yep, for each one to see what happens.
You have been tried. You have been measured, and you have been deemed wanting.
It's this table right here.
Okay. I just have you read it off and you're like, yep, they're all dead. They died.
Every number you rolled.
Yep.
They're dead because they're Skaven. It's fine.
So
Even if they didn't die, they got replaced.
green's going to be the 10s, red's going to be the regulars.
Cool. 41.
41.
First guy. It's critical injuries. Yep. That table there. Yep.
Oh, recovery.
He's okay.
Have you seen some of the things that have been happening?
Yes, I have. Not much.
I get
Recovery.
one of the best magic players in the world, but he's
You're okay too.
Bell guy.
a stupid deck.
33.
Yeah, it's very good.
1 destiny level. If they do not have any destiny levels, they suffer no effects.
Yep. So after we're done, guys who survived could get destiny levels,
okay.
and those can be used for a reroll of an attack action.
Oh, I guess.
That's
like a die from
fantastic.
an attack action.
That's fantastic. So kind of like a command point ish.
Yeah, except there's only one thing you can do with them at the moment. Oh,
Same
thing. Yep.
Last guy.
For some reason,
41. Or no, 14.
oh, he almost died.
Roll one dice. Roll a dice. On a 1, the injury is permanent. On a 2 up, it's temporary. Have the wound characteristic of this fighter rounding up while they have this injury.
Oh no.
So it's temporary.
It's temporary, so he'll have it next game, and he might heal, but he's got 4 wounds.
Oh man.
Oh, poor little
he
guy.
was supposed to be my clan rat champion too, so that's
Oh
right.
no.
He's good. Just got
So,
good.
the next step is to determine who got destiny levels, who got the favor of the gods. So, for my leader on a 6, nope. For my crazy cat lady on a 6, it's just if you roll a 6, you get a destiny level. For my cat, nope. Nope, didn't happen. For Kurgo, Bone Crusher, my Plains Runner, oh, you gained the destiny. You got the favor of the gods, Kurgo. I don't know what you did, but they liked it. Nobody knows what you did, but here you go. You get a destiny level. For Shroya the Hungerer. All right, little Froyo. Nope. What about Gantul Spine-Render? First Fang? Nope. Broken Leg guy? Nope. And other guy who is not broken. Alright, so only this little guy got a destiny. The gods really liked whatever the hell it is you did, Kurgo.
I like your spunk.
I liked how fast you ran.
I like your moxie.
Very fast. Thank you. Bink. And then you can make one roll on the lesser artifact table to see if you find any treasures. You can also spend 3 glory to get a second roll if you like. I'm just rolling once.
Okay.
So it's same thing, D66. It's going to be a 53, which is, what did I find? I found an Urgold Sigil. Heavy pendant. It's perishable, which means it could go away at the end of a fight and add 1 to the toughness characteristic of the bearer. Oh yeah, the leader's getting that one. Yeah, there you go. Okay, you're definitely getting that one. You can give an artifact, 1 lesser artifact to any fighter. They can't have more than 1, but he's definitely getting that.
Okay.
All right, my leader. Here you go. Have a lesser artifact. Oh crap! I can't do that. Never mind. He already had a healing potion. Wait, no, he didn't. Sorry, that was landfill 1. He had the healing potion. Did not. Urgold Sigil. There we go. Cool.
Better than yours is going.
Honestly, yeah.
I just like pointing out the displays because it's fine.
As luck would have it, that happened to be a quest
As long as it doesn't kill you now, it's fine.
for an artifact of power on my guy's quest chain. Artifact of power. What did we find? 4. So on a D3, that's 2, a Fanged Helm. Add 1 to the attack characteristics of actions made by a fighter that have a range of 3 or less. Sure, my leader can have that one. Sure. Yeah. You can have a Fanged Helm. Mr. Okay.
It's almost like I have minimal,
Okay.
but more than
Land power. 2 of them were Fanged Helm. Cool.
I assume you know what you're doing.
Oh,
yeah.
I forgot I can give him
Yeah, because what mine? I'll think the bad and I'm saying the whole time.
Don't worry about that right now.
Well, that means it comes
So
off
yeah.
killed you.
So for mine, I'm gonna start with the leader. Let's see if he's chosen man. Nope. Him. Nope. Him. Nope. Hey.
Oh, there we go. That guy. Didn't he almost die?
Sneaky boy.
Oh wait, no. That's
Yes.
right.
I think that was.
Well, if he was out of action, he can't roll for it. It's only.
He almost. Yeah.
Oh,
he had been
almost.
hurt a
Okay.
little
Oh, hey, so that's why they like him. Because he's tough.
bit. Yeah. So I'll roll for that. Later.
That's a tough rat. I like that guy.
Him.
Whoa, another one.
Alright. Okay, and then it is the page.
You know what? I'm already taking an evil hit. Let's
So am I rolling to see the artifact that they get?
Yes, so you're going to roll once, and you're going to see what artifact they get. Some of them, if it says instant, you use it right away. It's just one for the whole warband.
Okay. So
Then you can decide.
Since they've been chosen, what did that do again?
That gave them a destiny level, and a destiny level allows you to find it. Where are you? There it is.
Right.
Where did it come? Okay. The rules board here is there it is. So during a battle, a fighter can spend one of their destiny levels to reroll one die during an attack action, and then it replenishes at the end of the battle, but like so you can lose it if you get injured.
Okay.
So you can reroll one die during an attack.
Thank you for reading that back out. So this is for the army. Green is the 10.
15.
Nothing but dust.
Oh no. Couldn't find anything. Poor Skaven. Alright.
It's okay. They'll find something eventually.
Yeah, they always do.
Yeah.
They'll find a giant black pyramid to scuttle inside of
Yeah.
and ruin some death god's plan.
Blow up the moon or something.
Yes, exactly.
Well, cool.
Yeah.